meteorologist James Parrish in the Dick Goddard Weather Center. And during this Facebook Live video, we're going to talk about the cold, quiet weather for today. Then many of us are wondering what exactly is going to happen tomorrow, because Saturday is going to turn to a wintry mess of things. We could see rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow across northeast Ohio late tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening. And even though Sunday and Monday look like they're going to be quiet days, this active stretch of weather looks like it's going to continue throughout much of next week as well. So for today, yes, we should see plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Just don't let that sunshine fool you, because temperatures will still be below normal for this time of year. High temperatures this afternoon will only be in the mid to upper 20s. Now tomorrow morning will be rather quiet, but tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening, that's when we're going to be tracking a wintry mix of precipitation that's going to develop across the area and continue through tomorrow evening. Now by early Saturday night, just after midnight, that's when that widespread precipitation will likely be gone, and maybe just some lingering light snow showers on Sunday with a high of 31 degrees. Out there right now, we are looking at a fair amount of sunshine, mixture of sun and clouds across northeast Ohio, but for the most part, temperatures right now are in the low to middle 20s. The one exception would be New Philly at 30 degrees, 27 in Youngstown, 26 from Worcester to Akron Canton, 24 in Cleveland, and 23 right now in Lorain, as well as Ashtabula. We do have a bit of a wind out there out of the west-northwest at around 10 miles per hour, so that's making the 20s that are out there right now only feel like it's in the teens, which is why wind chills right now in Cleveland are only at 14 degrees, 16 degrees in Akron Canton, and 14 in Mansfield. The current wind chill is 12 degrees in Ashtabula. Now the wind will start to lighten up some late this afternoon through this evening, but it's still going to be strong enough that it's going to put wind chills in the mid to upper teens late this afternoon through this evening. So once again, if you're going to be out and about, you might want to have your sunglasses handy, and you're probably also going to want to have a warm winter coat. Temperatures this afternoon will only top out in the mid to upper 20s, and even for this evening, the weather does look rather quiet. If anything, we're just going to see clouds increase across the area with temperatures in the low to middle 20s. Now let's talk about Saturday. So I did fast forward Futurecast through 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, because between now and then, if anything, we're just going to see clouds increase across the area. And I'm really not expecting much in the way of any weather problems through the first half of the day on Saturday. So through at least midday or lunchtime tomorrow, probably not going to see much in the way of precipitation. Could start to see some light snow showers develop just after midday tomorrow, but it probably won't be until after 4 o'clock in the afternoon that widespread precipitation develops from southwest to northeast across the area. And by 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, precipitation will be falling just about everywhere across northeast Ohio. However, what precipitation type you see will depend on where you are. This very latest run of our Futurecast says maybe our far southern communities may just wind up seeing a pretty chilly rain, while for places along Route 30 all the way up to 76, that's probably going to be the zone for some ice, and that's where a wintry mix of sleet and freezing rain will likely set up. Then for our northern communities, especially for places right along the lakeshore, the predominant precipitation type for the northern half of northeast Ohio is probably just going to be a heavy, wet, slushy snow. That does include the Cleveland metro area. Now this widespread precipitation looks like it's going to taper off from west to east across the area after 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. And by midnight on Sunday, most of that widespread precipitation does look like it's going to be gone. Maybe just some lingering light snow showers will continue for the snow belt through first thing Sunday morning, but any chance for seeing accumulating snow as well as ice will be gone by midnight on Sunday or just thereafter. Now there will be the potential for some ice accumulations, especially for the southern half of the area. So when we're talking about places along and south of Route 30, that's where maybe a glaze to up to 0.2 of an inch of ice will be possible Saturday afternoon through Saturday evening. And where the sleet and freezing rain does develop, that's where roadways are likely going to be icy. So traveling across the southern half of the area will become difficult at times late Saturday afternoon through Saturday evening. And there is the potential that we could see some power outages as well if we do see ice accumulations up to 2, maybe even 0.3 of an inch for our far southern communities. So this is where, once again, we are expecting some ice. Maybe even a glaze of ice or a little bit more than that will be possible as far south of 76. Now, when in terms of ice accumulation for places right along the lakeshore or north of 80, probably not going to see much ice, but instead the northern half of the area is going to see more snow. So for places along and south of 76, probably going to see more of that wintry mix of freezing rain, sleet, and snow, while for places north of 80, probably going to see more of just a heavy, wet, slushy snow. So snowfall accumulations for the northern half of the area probably going to range anywhere between 1 to 3 inches, with some forecast models hinting that some parts of the area maybe could see up to 4 inches of snow by first thing Sunday morning. But once again, where we do see the snow, that's going to be less ice. Where we do see more ice, that's where we're likely going to see less snow. So once again, this system is going to bring in a mixed bag of precipitation late tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening, and across much of northeast Ohio, traveling could become slippery at times, especially where we do see that sleet and freezing rain. Now, this active weather pattern is going to continue. So far this week, we have seen that storm track set up from the Texas Panhandle extending all the way through the Great Lakes. So the storm track is out of the southwest, and this will likely continue throughout much of next week. So there's still the potential through at least the middle of the month that we are going to see storm systems or areas of low pressure develop along this storm track every couple of days. And if that happens, then these storm systems will continue to bring in widespread precipitation to parts of northeast Ohio. So yes, this active weather pattern will continue throughout much of next week. The 2 days that we're going to keep a close eye on next week will be Tuesday. As of right now, the longer range forecast models say that area of low pressure will track far enough to our south that on Tuesday, the predominant precipitation type that we're going to see is probably just going to be snow. But then on Thursday, we will be tracking another storm system that will impact the Great Lakes, and that storm system will likely bring in more of a wintry mix of rain, maybe ice, and even some snow. So Thursday could wind up being another messy day in the 8-day forecast. Here's your 8-day forecast. 29 degrees for today. Once again, mixture of sun and clouds. Should see a fair amount of sunshine this afternoon. Excuse me. Once again, we do expect a wintry mix of precipitation that will develop after 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. That will continue through early Saturday night. Once again, some parts of northeast Ohio could see excuse me. Some parts of northeast Ohio could see sleet, freezing rain, while the northern half will likely see more snow. A lot of that activity will be gone by first thing Sunday morning with a high of 31. A bulk of Sunday and Monday will be dry. Then once again, another storm system will bring in some snow on Tuesday. Then as we head towards Valentine's Day, it does look like another storm system will bring in more precipitation to northeast Ohio Thursday into Friday. And generally speaking, over the next 8 days, temperatures will stay below normal with highs in the upper 20s to near 30 degrees. That's your latest 8-day forecast. Don't forget, tomorrow is going to be a wintry mess. That ice could make traveling very tricky across our far southern communities late tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening. Mackenzie and Dante will have your 8-day forecast and more details on tomorrow's wintry mess starting at 5 o'clock on Fox 8 this evening. And remember, you can always get the very latest forecast at fox8.com. Have a great Friday afternoon.